Hey everyone, it is Mike of mikeandtessplay, and welcome back to Pokemon Sword version. In the last part, we did a lot. We met Sonia, we met the Professor, we got our Dynamax band, beat Hop again, got an endorsement from Leon to do the gym challenge, and rode the train here to the wild area. We also battled Tess in the first battle of the actual rival run. And you can see the result in the video, because I didn't lose after being way up. No, definitely not. Anyway, in this part, we're covering the wild area. So get ready, because there are items everywhere. Starting with the jar of honey, which is, I mean, it can be sold now. I don't know. Oh, I found a note. Did someone drop it here? The large Pokemon you see wandering around the area are strong. Try battling one and it seems like you're in over your head. Try to run! Run like the wind! I wonder if they mean things like this Onix. Like this giant, massive Onix with a massive encounter size. You encountered a very strong-looking Onix. And it's hailing. Yeah, they're not messing around here. The like static encounters in the wild area can be very high leveled. This Onix is the example of that. Right now, if I tried to fight this thing, I don't care that Onix has low stats overall, we would lose badly. Which is why, whoops, Pokédolls are very handy to have in the wild area. Just in case you run into something that is a little bit too strong for you, you can run away. So, few things about the wild area. One, camera controls. I can change the perspective. A first in a Pokemon game. Two, there are Pokemon here. There are different Pokemon in every little area of the wild area, and there's a bunch of them. And in every different weather. Like right now, it's a light, pleasant little snow. Other days it might be a sandstorm, or very sunny, or just normal weather, or raining, or a thunderstorm, or foggy, or a snowstorm. Yeah, and there's different wild Pokemon for literally every single one of those. There are so many wild Pokemon here. I'm not going to be covering them in the wild area, at least not for right now. What I'm doing with the Pokemon ratings is only Pokemon that are new to Galar. It's the same thing as, honestly, I'm using for my team. Every time any Pokemon Let's Play, I start a new region that I haven't done before, I'm going to be using Pokemon from that region and covering Pokemon from that region. And this guy has cooking ingredients. They're very helpful for camping. I don't really do camping. Camping gives you a lot of in-game advantages that I don't like to take advantage of because the game doesn't really need to be made easier, honestly. But the wild area has so many things. Items are everywhere. They respawn. I'm not entirely sure. I've done a lot of testing. It seems like it's every day, but I have seen items regenerate after just a few hours of non-playtime. And of course, there are these things. The dens. The pillars of red light you'll see in the wild area mark Pokemon dens. Dynamax Pokemon dwell in these dens, and you'll be able to battle them by investigating the den. You can start the battle on your own, or get up to 3 other players to help you out. Yes, the ones that don't have any light shooting out of them, but do glow like this, give you a little bit of energy. It's 50 watts for right now. Watts are basically the second form of currency in Pokemon. Well, technically third if you count like coins from older games. But, oh, another note. Use the right stick to rotate the camera. And you can also, yeah, you can zoom out, you can zoom back in by pressing in on the control stick, and you can run away from P-dubs because I don't want to fight you. There's also, I mean, there's fully evolved Pokemon. Now, right now, I believe we can only catch Pokemon who are up to level 20. It's a change from past Pokemon games. Usually you can only control Pokemon up to a certain level, and that stays true here. But now you can only catch them if you've had a certain number of gym badges. So we're just going to build up watts. But as you can see, there are Pokemon who are very rare in other games who are just here in the wild area. There's also fishers who fish up something brilliant and will give it to you for 100 watts. She gave me 3 pearls. Pearls are a selling item. Watts are basically traded for either items like this, which can get you money. Sword and Shield are the first Pokemon games where money is ridiculously easy to get. I never worry about spending money. This guy could also give me an item, but I don't have the watts right now. Watts are valuable. I'll be showing them soon. including in this video. But basically, anytime I come to the wild area, I want to do a sweep of the whole thing. What are you? Oh, you're a whooper. And as you can see, we've gone to another little section of the wild area. You can actually see it on the town map, which gets its own special thing. So now we are in West Lake Axwell. We were in the rolling fields before. That's where you start out, kind of. Well, you start up at the meetup spot, but go to the rolling fields, and then we went to West Lake Axwell. So the town map in this game, actually the first time I've used a town map, like, a lot. Usually you just have it once, look at it, and go, oh, all right. And then you just kind of go along without it. But see, now we're back in the rolling fields. We've got the snow back. But I really want to go for something shiny. Caught my eye. Another tiny mushroom. Any other? Yeah, items you will mostly find around any tree. Basically, any tree is going to have items around it, unless the tree is in the grass, then it tends not to. You can also find them on the water's edge, and also just some random spots. If you see a traditional hidden item spot from a Pokemon game, basically anything out of the way or like in flowers like that over there, check it. There's probably a glowing item there. But I know why I'm here. There's energy pouring out from the den. 300 watts. And max raid battles. If you defeat a Dynamax Pokemon, you get a chance of catching it. Additionally, there are some rare items that you can only obtain by battling them Pokemon. I switched before I could... Yeah. When wild Pokemon Dynamax, they become incredibly powerful. They may unleash multiple moves in a row and take other actions you won't see in a regular battle. Working together with other trainers will be key as you take on these Dynamax Pokemon together as a team of 4. Okay, so my recommendation, my strong recommendation, is that if you have internet, which we have that, but not on these profiles yet. If you have internet, use it. Invite others. Actual people who are trainers will be much better for helping at these wild battles than the computer. But I don't have that. I'm going to be showing it with just the computer as allies. And our first Dynamax Pokemon, it's always kind of random which den lights up as random. We've got a Diglett. A Dynamax Diglett. So yes, we showed off Dynamax in the rival battle, but if you haven't seen it, if you didn't watch that video, you get to see it for the first time here. The Pokemon... Dynamaxing is kind of weird. So the Pokemon gets huge, and the only stat that actually changes is its HP. Its HP goes up between 1.5 times and 2 times, depending on how many Dynamax candy you've given it. So it's not that much of a statistical help, but up to double HP can be very good. But the real benefit to it is it changes all of your moves to Dynamax moves. So, for example, right now I have Branch Poke, which has 40 base power, Swift, which has 60, and Scratch, which has 40. But if I go to Dynamax, now I get Max Overgrowth, which has 90 power. Max Strike has 110. Max Strike has 90. The max moves change based on, or are dependent on the type of move you're using to create them. So they always turn into the same move based on that type. Unless you have a Gigantamax, which we'll get into that way later. We won't be seeing that for quite a while. But for a battle like this, you definitely want a Dynamax. When you are the player character playing with computers, Dynamax right away. It's pretty much your only chance, because this Diglett is somewhere between like level 15 and 20. We have a Wobbuffet that might be able to use a move, might not, will probably use something useless. A Pikachu, which cannot really hurt this thing much. And a Dhelmise, which can with Giga Drain, but is level 7. All of the Pokemon are, they're approximately 2/3 your level. So yeah, I'm level 11, they're level 7s. And again, the Diglett is way higher leveled, and has double the HP. Well, between 1.5 and 2 times the HP. So I'm gonna Dynamax, because the computers are basically useless. There is a chance that the computers might help. There's a much bigger chance that they're just going to kind of sit there and do nothing. They tend not to use moves that straight up don't affect a Pokemon, but hang on. Yeah, buddy. Had to let Ringo have his moment, his first Dynamaxing. Now we've got a Dynamax. Oh my, he's got a Ghost move. And it's super effective against the Dhelmise, which was our best ally, and is instantly KO'd. While our defense drops. Good start. Predictable start, honestly. Yeah, the storm above you. If 4 of your Pokemon, the Pokemon on your team, not your own, the Pokemon on your team are KO'd, the storm will blow all of you out of there. You fail the max raid battle. This can be difficult when the computers are completely useless on your side. Like I said, completely useless. And yes, max overgrowth setup, grassy terrain. The terrains are a little complicated. Basically, anybody on the ground is getting healed by this. And there's other things too, but yes, Dynamax Pokemon, the wild Pokemon, don't have to use max moves. They can use regular moves. They can also attack multiple times. And wow. Ringo. Awesome. Now, here's the real benefit of max battles. Dynamax battles. Diglett is not the hardest Pokemon to catch. It's not easy. But, if you win a Dynamax battle, you are given the option to catch or not catch. I selected a Pokeball, just a regular Pokeball. This is a guaranteed capture. Every Dynamax battle, as long as it is A, your file, you're the one who actually started the Dynamax battle, and you're not playing with somebody online, and B, it's not a special Dynamax encounter. Every single one, if you win the battle, you are able to throw a Pokeball and automatically capture the Pokemon. This is very helpful for a lot of reasons. And the rewards are beautiful. Let's start out. Experience candies. Exactly what they sound like. They give experience. The size of the candy determines how much experience. XS gives 100 experience each. S gives 800 experience each. This is the way that Sword and Shield balanced out the fact that you're going to be gaining a lot of experience because you're unable to turn off the experience all. So if you have a new Pokemon and you want to kind of even them out with the rest of your team, raise your team evenly, experience candy is how you're going to do that. You can also just use it to overlevel the heck out of everything and then stomp through the game, but I won't be doing that. Yeah, part of the rules of the rival run, which, again, we have a rule video, I'm not allowed to use this. We're not allowed to use the candies unless it is to catch up a Pokemon to the team. So, right now we only have 2 Pokemon on the team. They are both kind of caught up already. I could technically even their levels, but that's going to happen naturally anyway. They're close enough. Dynamax Candy. This is how you raise the Pokemon's Dynamax level. The higher the Dynamax level, the more HP they gain when they Dynamax. Pretty simple. You can also get a collection of berries. There's a ton of different berries that do a lot of good things. And, arguably most importantly, TRs, technical records. These are basically TMs of old. They're one-use items, but they teach a Pokemon a new move. A really good new move. Basically all of the best moves in the game you can find in TR form. And you can get them easily by winning these Dynamax battles. These rewards you get no matter what. As long as you win the battle, you get these rewards. You don't have to catch the Pokemon. I just did it because I'm showing it off. But you don't have to. And of course, now we have a Diglett. Diglett is obviously not going to be part of the team. I am just catching it to show, hey, we won a Dynamax battle. And you can see right away, it's already level 16. It is the strongest the strongest Pokemon we've seen so far. It also has kind of a customized moveset. The Pokemon in the max raid battles tend to have different movesets than they might ordinarily have. I don't have Diglett's Gen 8 stats memorized yet, but since we have the box available, we're just going to put Diglett right into the box. For now. Because you see, another crucial part of the wild area, you may notice that Diglett only came at 1 HP because we just caught him, and when we caught him, technically we KO'd him first. So they're nice enough to give you that 1 HP. And free energy root. Wow, I will never use it. I don't like the better items. They decrease a Pokemon's happiness. And in this game, happiness is a little more confusing. But this lady here, she heals you. Completely. Including, and this is why I boxed Diglett so instantly, she even heals all of the Pokemon in your box. See? He's now at full health. Whoops. Didn't actually mean to go into a summary again there. So she will fully heal your entire team, meaning that you never have to worry about getting like wiped out or anything, as long as you, well, don't run into a giant Pokemon that's way too high level for you and don't have a Pokédoll. Pokédolls, of course, very helpful for that because they let you run automatically. So moving right along, I am going to be showing a couple more Dynamax battles because we have somehow a lot to still go over from them. No items here. Hello, Rosalia. You're the special Pokemon when it's snowing. Yes, even the special Pokemon. Oh, hey, look. It's a TM for Tail Slap. Yes, in addition to the randomly generating items every single day, there are also really good standard items found in the wild area. What am I? Oh, yeah. We do have Drill Run. And TMs we are allowed to use during the rival run, and Tail Slap is a really good move. None of my Pokemon can learn it, but anything with Skill Link that can learn Tail Slap, do it. And of course, I love the way the bag is situated in this game, because what? Oh, right, can't be gear in the box link. Because, like, treasures are their own thing. Anything in the treasure thing is just for selling. It's not for any other purpose. So you know straight away, hey, this is just a selling item. And yeah, basically anytime you're going through the wild area, the rule of thumb, at least my rule of thumb, is run around, check all of the trees for items, check all of the weird little spots for items. If any of the items would pop up, that would be great. No? Okay, here we go. Because it might just be tiny mushrooms. After tiny mushroom, after tiny mushroom, apparently. That's like all I've been getting so far. Or it might be... Come on. Really? No items even? Ugh. It might be much better things, basically. And again, tons of Pokemon, but none of them new to Galar that are exclusive to the wild area that we can get yet. So again, I'm only covering Pokemon in the first place they're found. The wild area, though, has everything. Like, everything. Like, look at this. That's a Natu. And, oh, yeah, this is the important thing. So, right now it's a 1-star. The number of stars determine how difficult a Dynamax battle is. I'll be showing the actual details of this later, because right now we don't even have a gym badge. We can only battle 1-star Dynamax raid dens. Yeah. But you can switch Pokemon, and you don't have to choose the Pokemon in your party. I'm going to be going in with the Diglett that we just caught, because he's our highest level Pokemon right now. And in a Dynamax battle, a type advantage can be huge. Obviously, Ringo just destroyed that Dynamax Diglett because... Also, the Dynamax fries are hilariously huge. But he destroyed that Diglett because he had the type advantage. But now he has a type disadvantage, and our other Pokemon doesn't really have a type advantage. I mean, he does. He has Bite, but Diglett has Max Phantasm, which is going to work out great here. And oh my gosh, we have the Magikarp on our side. The Magikarp isn't actually totally useless. It can use Hydro Pump. It tends to do so. The partner Pokemon are randomly selected from a pool. It doesn't matter how many you're catching or what level you're at or anything like that. They're just randomly selected, so you can get a Magikarp up against like a legendary thing. I mean, what you'll be seeing. Yes, the DV used Helping Hand. That's actually really helpful. It increases my move's power, and blammo! That didn't do too much, but it does lower his defense. And of course, we've gotten the Pikachu as a teammate both times so far, and oh no. Oh, that's not good. Oh, the problem with Diglett, he's fast and he's good offensively, but he's got almost no defenses. Ah! Yeah. One of the things I really like about the Dynamax battles, they can be very difficult. They're not just automatic wins for the player. All right, Magikarp, do it. Hit it with everything you've got. Yeah. Sounds about right. When your Pokemon is knocked out in a max raid battle, you can cheer. Cheering can have a bunch of different effects. Ooh, our cheering was powered up, and it gave us a Reflect. Excellent. That's actually helpful. And Eevee handing the Pikachu, it's actually more helpful than you might think. And there's why. Got the KO. And I will catch Natu just in case we run into like a grass type in a den that we can't beat with anything we have right now. Yeah, catching the Dynamax raid Pokemon is a really good idea, honestly. Just for the beginning of the game, I don't like to use them in my party because they're a little too high level. Like these guys, the first gym leader maxes out at level 20. This thing might be level 20. I don't want to use anything that strong. But they are really helpful for battling the dens. And battling the dens is really helpful because it gives you candies and Dynamax candy and rare candy and good berries and TRs. It's a ton of really good stuff that you can get from the battles. And Natu is extremely good at climbing tree trunks and likes to eat the new sprouts on the trees. Aw. You can maybe help me in future Dynamax battles. Maybe. Yeah, you're level 19. This thing right now, without any help, could destroy the first gym leader. So that's why I won't be using it. But you're going right into the box because I don't need you in the party right now. Alright. So there's 2 battles down. And you can see that there are more shining pillars of light. There's a bunch. Ah! Pancham. But right now, I want to show this. It's a tree where Pokemon hoard their food. Do you want to shake it? Yes. A cherry berry fell from the tree. So far, one thing has fallen. I'm going to shake it more. An orange berry and a cherry berry fell from the tree. 3 things have fallen. I'm going to shake it more. Now, a person berry. Alright, yeah, no, that's enough. A person berry changed the equation. Yes, these are berry trees. This is how you get berries outside of that berry cellar. You get, I think it's it's not completely random what berries you get, but there are a big mushroom. Finally, when I'm talking about other things, it's not a tiny mushroom. I think it's kind of random, but it's dependent on like the area you're in, what the pool is of what berries you might get. So you can get a lot of them, and when I see another berry tree, I was trying to get the thing to happen. Another big mushroom, yes. Delibirds. Hi, Delibirds. Fancy apple. It's a cooking ingredient. I got excited for a second because I saw the apple before I saw the fancy. Come on. Come on. Nothing. Ah. Such disappointment when there's nothing. There we go. Tree with multiple things. We've got a tiny mushroom. We've got a fancy apple. We've got a Vanillish over there. Hi, Vanillish. Yeah, I'm just wandering past. Just here for my items. And for my raid battles. Items first, so I don't forget the... Oh, a bomb mushroom! That is a very high selling item. You can get a lot of money for that. And more energy, and hey, I thought we might fight a grass type. Let's bring in Natu. But wait, Natu only has 1 HP after the last battle. Won't that be a disaster? Let's find out. Bum. And we have the Eevee on our team again. You kind of learn based on the trainer type what the Pokemon they're bringing is. So we have the Eevee because the little girl is dressed like Eevee. We have the Magikarp again, and we have the Solrock. Oh boy. But yes, when you bring a Pokemon into a raid den, they get back up to full health, regardless. And of course, wow. Max Airstream is probably the better move overall right here, but Zatu's a special attacker, and this is also super effective, so I'm gonna say this battle will wrap up pretty quick. Pretty quick. I mean, none of them are really quick because all of the effects and stuff take a while. And I love how once you Dynamax, like, they looked giant, and now they kind of look small because yours is usually bigger. Wow, this is a fast Budo. Yeah, go ahead. KO the Solrock. It wasn't going to do anything helpful anyway. Yeah, the Solrock is always a disappointment when I see it. It's like it never does anything but boost its own stats, which doesn't help because then it just gets KO'd and those stats go to waste. And he was doing it too. You can tell at the start of a turn. Oh, we're not going to see it now because, yup, one-hit KO. That's honestly the reason why I like to catch the Pokemon from the raid dens, because they can score one-hit KOs and make these battles go so much faster. I'm not going to be catching Budu here because he's a grass type and we have Ringo, and I'm not going to be using non-team members if I could be using team members for battles. But, got another rare candy, got a big mushroom, got a seed bomb TR out of it. Yeah, this is why we're not using TRs early game, because pretty sure I could just be picking up moves that would... Oh no, he can't learn Seed Bomb. Well, that's the idea. You can pick up ridiculously strong moves right away. And then just run through the game. And hello, sir. I have not seen a looking like you before, but I'm gonna shake this tree first. Hang on. Just gotta get the... Just gonna be shaking the tree. There's a patch of berries. And more. And more. And the tree is shaking. There's 9 things. I've never gotten this many without it. Okay, here we go. Yes, when you shake the trees, Pokemon can appear! It's mostly Squovet. There are a few places where it isn't. But by and large, you're going to see Squovet here. But that's what happens if you shake the tree too often. You find a Pokemon and you don't get any of the items or the berries that fell. Oh, no, wait. I got most of them. He only ate some. Ah! Surprise, Delibird. But this guy, there's a bunch of these guys. And right now, they are Watt traders. You can trade in your Watts for great Pokeballs, wishing pieces, which activate dens. Each den has a set group of Pokemon that it can produce, and if you activate a wishing piece, then it forces a raid battle to appear. It can be very helpful if you're looking for a specific Pokemon. And they've also got TRs. As I told you, they're ridiculously good. I mean, you can have Psychic at this point before the first gym leader, and Fire Blast, and Superpower, and Poison Chat. Wow, this guy's really good. And Stored Power, which isn't that good. You can also get a vast variety of Pokeballs here. I'm actually going to pick up 5 Dusk Balls because Dusk Balls are crazy good and very helpful to have. And because I'm not spending my hard-earned Watts on TRs right now. Next, another raid battle den. It's a Caterpie. And I'm not going to fight it because you actually get the Watts from it regardless. I don't know why I went into my bag, but I was trying to show... Oh, I can't even show it yet. Right now, we can only check our Watts by seeing by checking in with the Watt traders to see, oh, we got a free wishing piece. Yes, they do appear in the wild area just as a random item. So you don't really need to buy them unless you are really, you run out and you're looking for something specific. Yeah. But there's a ton here. Basically, I mean, this is already almost a full video length, and I've just really scratched the surface of the wild area. There's so much that you can do here, and so much that you can get. I mean, that's a revival herb. That's basically a max revive. I mean, it makes your Pokemon not like you, so I don't use them. But, gosh, a max revive before we even get close to the first gym, along with all the most powerful moves in the game. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You can blitz your way through the game with everything that you find in the wild area. Totally honestly, if you want to destroy the game, just look up the, Cerebi.net or Bulbapedia. They've got stats, and I'm sure there's other sites too that I just haven't used before. This guy I traded Watts for experience candy. Cool. That works for me. But yeah, you can look up all of the Pokemon that are found here. There are a ton of them. And you can win the game. Ooh, a white herb. Also very odd to have that early. I mean, kind of know I was going to get it because that's a set item, not a random one. But yeah, there's a ton of good stuff. And of course, the wild Pokemon come at very different levels. So we started out in the rolling hills. They were all probably around our level, if not a little bit lower. But now we're in Ghost Town. I don't remember. Yeah, and it's a very strong-looking Duskull. So, very strong-looking. Anytime it says that, it means that they're too strong for you to catch. You're not able to catch them until you've earned some gym badges. So, using a Pokédoll, running away, is what I recommend. Because if you try to fight them, you'll probably lose, honestly. 29, we can't take level 29. Even if we brought our Den Pokemon, we might be able to take it on then, but like that Haunter, that would destroy us, no matter what. Anything we brought in right now would lose to that Haunter, and would probably honestly lose to all these little Duskull as well. And since they chase you, it can be exciting! Adventures! The Dusclops would also destroy us. This little tower, it's for like special raids. Honestly, I've never seen anything in this tower. But there doesn't seem to be anything in the den. But I think it's used for like event raids. But even when I've done events, they haven't been in this tower. I don't know. It's very weird. But there's an actual max revive here. And I'm just going to be checking these dens. Yep, Duskull. We could get a ghost. Not going to. But we could. Yeah, even the Pokemon that you can see... Oh, wow, a Noibat up there. Even the Pokemon you can see, basically everything shows up in the dens. Not every Pokemon ever, but most Pokemon of all time show up in those raid dens. And going through the grass in the wild area is kind of the only place I've ever run into a Pokemon by accident. We could get a Sneasel! A Sneasel! That's like a good Pokemon on its own. And we can get it right now. That'll be higher level than our party! Yeah. The wild area is ridiculous. Is the simple way I'm gonna put that. And now we're at East Lake Axwell. There's just so much here. A big mushroom. Got more Watts coming up. And as you can see, wow, another note. The wild area is overflowing with a special sort of energy measured in watts. You can gather watts yourself from glowing wild Pokemon dens and glowing Pokemon in the wild. Yes, sometimes you will see a Pokemon with an aura. If you battle or capture that Pokemon, you will earn watts at the end of the battle. You'll also find trainers in the wild area who will give you items. I already covered that. Yeah. So, coming up to these guys... I don't know where it triggers. I know that there's a cutscene that triggers soon. But this guy is another Watt trainer, and as you can see, he has an entirely different set of TRs, including, again, wow, terrific moves all across the board. And Quick Balls. Definitely buying some Quick Balls. I love Quick Balls. Yeah. And of course, the graphics. Oh, Pungent Root, another cooking item. The other guy was more cooking items or camping. He was something with camp. I don't do the camping. Tess is the expert on camping, so I'm assuming she's going to cover it in her videos. Hoot Hoot. I don't feel like battling a Hoot Hoot. Again, without the need to get TRs, I'm not going to do that stuff. Oh, right here. The end of that building. And down the hill that I'm going to come up to. That's basically your entrance into the second half of the wild area. Nothing that you find there is something that you're able to catch. Honestly, some of the areas I've been to, you can't catch anything in yet. Like that Zatu, which would wreck me. So I'm not going to be going into it now. I say stick to this main circle here on your first time through. You can do other things, but it's not going to be worth it. You can get enough to tear your way through the game until you're supposed to go there from what you have now. So you don't need to push it. Alright. One more raid. I think that's a Rufflet. I don't want to fight that. That would probably beat me. Rufflet's a pretty good Pokemon. And I don't really have much. My main team is a little bit too low leveled for right now. And I guess the other thing I was going to show is probably not I haven't seen her yet. Not that I think we'd actually win that fight right now. We're a little underleveled for the wild area. It's interesting that they give it to you this early because most of the things here are stronger than the Pokemon you can have at this point. We're pretty much as leveled as you realistically will be unless you're doing some grinding. So the fact that all the Pokemon here are higher level than us, all the things you can experience here are higher level than us, is kind of weird. But right now, I am going to, since it didn't show up in a den, I'm going to catch a Bunnelby real quick. Not for the team. Definitely not for the team. For a specific purpose. And it's only level 8. Alright, yeah, the rolling fields are... It's pretty low leveled. You can actually take it with the Pokemon you have in your party right now. Whoa, laser focus. Now he concentrated immensely. And we're being buffeted by the hail. Or at least in any game you can see hail. I could have used a quick ball, but I didn't feel like wasting it. Bunnelby is not a tough Pokemon to catch. So... yeah. We're just going to catch a real quick Bunnelby. And gain some experience from it. That we don't need. And no, you don't need a nickname, and you're not staying in the party. I just needed to catch it for reasons that may or may not be revealed soon. Like next episode, probably. I don't know. I don't remember when I'll get there. But yeah. It is something you don't have to do, but I like to show a lot in my Pokemon videos, so I showed it. And yeah, that is all we're going to cover for the wild area for right now. We will be back here. There will be another full video covering the second part and all of the things that you can find there, as well as actually going over like the TRs and stuff that you can do later on that we can't do yet in the wild area. There's a lot left here. It honestly might be another 2 or 3 videos because there's a lot to unpack. It's a great addition to the Pokemon series. I love the wild area. But I think, yeah, I'm looking at the runtime. This has been a pretty long video already. And one thing I'm going to address real quick. These videos, starting off here, you know, the first 2 videos, I know that the second one was really long, especially for me. They're gonna kind of even out. We're gonna shoot for more of the standard video 25 to 30 minute times. These first few ones though, you know, launch weekend, we wanted to get through the tutorial areas and kind of, you know, get to our first rival battle by the end of the first weekend. Yes, surprise, surprise, that was a planned encounter and not a surprise. And this one, I just really wanted to show off what the wild area can do for you right now at this point in the game, which is basically beat the entire game for you. So, thank you guys so much for watching. This will probably be the last of the longer Pokemon videos for a while, but the content will keep on coming. It'll just be in a more manageable size. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time when we leave the wild area and go to this big honkin' city ahead of us that we can barely see any of because, wow, that's a big wall. See you later for more Pokemon Sword.